Today is August 11th. This is day 10.
Yes.
We are once again in Christopher's room in the 4-Point Sheraton.
Yes.
Today I am also here with Bill Simon. There he is, sitting right there. And this is an unusual day that Bill is here, because Bill is the person, and since you've heard on the telephone already, who was the intermediary.
Yes.
Who we call.
Yes.
And for reasons that we will explain toward the end, Bill actually has the 10th envelope with him.
Fine.
And that envelope will be opened by you in front of the camera.
Fine.
And the reason why that one of the reasons that we are allowing you to open the 10th envelope, as opposed to having this person who is in San Diego.
Because we're home and dry.
But because you have a hypothesis.
Yes.
Which is that if you have access to the actual material,
it sometimes makes it easier.
It sometimes makes it easier. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Yes.
We don't know.
No,
okay?
I don't know either. But
right.
But I do know that it does make it easier sometimes.
Right.
And that's in the early days. I said it was not necessary to visit the scenes of crimes, but I realised that it is necessary to visit the scenes of crimes. Not because I don't think that the data isn't available to you if you don't go, but you don't recognise it.
Gotcha. Right, so it's partly help with the interpretation.
Yes.
Okay.
You don't have to call him.
Okay. Now, why don't you first read what you got last night? First, show it to the camera.
Right, last night.
Let me just see here. And this is August 10th, Arizona experiments. Let me just go down here a little bit more. And over here. Okay. Is there anything else? Okay, next. Is that it?
I think so.
Okay, good. Why don't you read it? Tell us what you got first.
Test 10. Thank you for allowing me to do this and all your help. Susie Smith, please make me write here tonight what is written on the paper in the envelope in the morning. Please, Amy. And then last night was very strange. There wasn't nobody there. There was no voices that I can remember. I just wrote down feelings. I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
And I wrote down bottle. Fill it from a stream. And we were filling a bottle from a stream. Tastes like lemonade. Something, keep on filling it. Offer a taste to Marcus. Somebody was with me called Marcus. And then we were at a computer and they couldn't play a CD. And then some friends of mine were there, Terry and Debbie. And there was snow everywhere. I've got a feeling they've got a problem. But that's back in England.
Okay.
So I'm switching back to home now as the tests are coming to an end.
Right.
I'm getting stuff from home.
Okay, let me just see if this is Carmen.
Okay.
Hello? Can't talk right now, John. I'm in the middle of an experiment. Can I call you this evening? Okay. Wonderful, but I can't chat. I'd love to hear it. I'll call you later, Guy. Thanks. Bye. Go ahead.
And then there was snow all over my Hillman Imp.
There was snow what?
All over a car I had years and years and years ago.
Okay.
And that means a problem. The last time I dreamt of that was when Princess Diana was executed.
Okay.
Or killed in a car crash.
Right.
And the car means to me Trevor. Now the interesting thing is I opened an email this morning from Penny Thornton and she sent me a website link, which I've actually forwarded to you, about Princess Diana's car crash and how she wrote about it and predicted it in a book that was published 3 years before.
Wow.
And she sent me the website from Germany, which is telling all about this prediction she made. And then it goes into all the research in America at the bottom by Professor Jessica Utz and the Defense Intelligence and people like that. And it's actually very interesting.
Okay.
But it's something that I've seen some of it before.
Okay.
But I think there's a problem back home. And then I wrote down Desert Storm. Change car. One has no brakes. Pedal is right to the floor. Right? Normally I would take this as a warning about driving. This is a car crash warning. And then but this car that didn't have any brakes, I could actually part exchange it for another one. So I was going to get another one. So we were going to change cars. And then I was in Holland. And I was with a friend of mine who owns a multinational post-production company. They're in New York, Paris, London, Frankfurt, Amsterdam, and I don't know where else. And we were talking about 3 grand again. I don't know what this 3 grand is coming from, but it's not. And we were talking about film titles and selling film titles in red boxes. And I actually saw a film that we made about this experiment being on sale in a nice red box, which was quite strange. And then I wrote down Casino Forest Fridge Cat. This poor little cat is so hungry it needs some milk. And I was getting some milk out of the fridge for this cat. And then there was a big ginger cat as well. And somebody wanted to kick it, and I wouldn't let them. And then I was with a lady called Maria. Now, it wasn't the Maria that I know. I only know one Maria, but I've actually looked her up there and got her address. And I've written a postcard for her this morning.
Okay, let's just see if this is Carmen.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, Gary. Carmen.
Hey, Carmen, how are you?
That's right, then.
Good. No, that was good because we ended up going to Chris's hotel, which is where we've done this every time before.
Right.
So anyway, I'm sitting in front of the camera, and you know we're sort of quick. So why don't you? Before we start, did you have a good session last night? Good.
I did, yes, very good.
Good party.
2:30.
Okay. Any dreams?
A couple of fragmentary dreams, that's all.
Couple of fragmentary dreams.
Yeah, but they might be relevant, who knows?
They might be relevant. Who knows? Right.
And the first one I've got down here, ordinary-looking baby.
Ordinary-looking baby.
Yeah. And that's all I've got. I don't remember anything about that.
Okay.
But then the second dream, somebody was giving presents to Doug, who is my dance teacher,
Somebody giving presents to Doug, your dance teacher.
and he had to use them to go to Maui.
He had to use them to go to Maui?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And what does that mean to you?
Well, Maui is a place I visited for the first time
It's in Hawaii.
May,
Right.
and I'm going back in December.
Okay.
Maui to Hawaii.
And how would you describe Maui? Is it flat? Is it, I mean,
No, it's hilly, it's full of flowers, it's beautiful,
okay.
serene.
Hilly, serene, okay. Good, Carmen. I have no idea what, if any, of this means. But of course, I've never known that virtually every day, so let's...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, call me later, okay? Oh, I would say sometime, well, actually, why don't you, you have Christopher's cell phone?
No, because it's an English one.
Okay.
It'll cost her a fortune.
Right,
I'll
no,
ring
no.
her.
We'll call you. We've got your home phone. We'll call you later. You got it, kid. Thanks for calling. Yeah, you too. Bye. Okay, this is going to be...
Right, I'm going to
I
be
have no idea what's going on.
I actually think this is wrong, but I'm going to be outrageous again.
Okay,
Because I went through all the data from before,
and we should do that.
all right, and we should do that. But I'll go through this data first.
Okay.
Bottle, fill it from a stream, right?
Okay.
Let's keep stream,
Okay.
all right? I don't know who Marcus is, but she's got names in hers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's have name, right? Will not play on an apple. Your computer's not Apple. You've
No.
got apples?
Yes.
You've got apples. So has Carmen.
Okay.
Apples grow on trees. Right?
Okay.
Trees and streams can go together.
Okay.
But not that I'm sure there's any streams in
Okay.
Arizona, but I've got to follow some kind of routine with this. Because this is very difficult. This is very, very hard to do. I've sat and thought about this. Why am I dreaming of Princess Diana? I don't know, but Penny sent me a website. That was Paris. I've done the things with that, but there's nothing that comes. There's nothing
Right.
that comes out of that. All right. Desert Storm. Change the car. No brakes. Terry and Debbie, my friends, their name is Woods. So if I put Woods with trees and name, right?
Mm-hmm.
My friend Rob in Amsterdam, which is where he lives, and his nice house is there, but he's got apartments in every city that he's got an office, obviously. He lives in a place called Willems Park, which is a beautiful park right in the centre of Amsterdam.
Okay.
Casino, forest, cat and fridge. Well, I don't know what I'd do with that, but maybe there's a casino nearby. Maybe there's a forest, because forest goes with trees and stream and stuff like that.
Okay.
My friend Maria lives in Sundon Park. So we get park again. And I think park is a key word.
Okay.
All right? That's from last night's.
Okay.
If we go back
Right.
to the 25th of the 7th,
Well, let me go get that on the camera. 25th of July.
01.
Susie, right. Could not wake up, yeah.
could not wake up. This is and I knew this was going to be a hard one. And in fact, if I'd already told you that I thought from 9 and 10, there might not even be any tests.
Right, that's what you said. You've said that over and over and over.
Yeah, because I didn't see repeating patterns, and I didn't feel that these were very powerful.
Right.
But that's how I felt. And I could not wake up. Looking for change for machines. Well, that would go with casinos. So I'll write that in here now so you can see. All right. So this is change.
Okay, write the date down
Yeah.
that you wrote.
Coins. And I'll put a thing around it like I've done in the past. It's the 11th of August.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And I've just written change, coins and casinos. The rest is all written before.
Okay.
All right. Then there's a station. And then there's a cup of tea. Well, for the first time since I left England, we had cups of tea yesterday. Right?
That's true.
That's true. So that's overlap working. Right?
Mm-hmm.
My son's there talking to people, Aaron. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's at this station. And I've got, lady has found another flat, Anne Marie. Well, she's a friend of mine doing a master's degree at Sussex University in environmental science. It's back to uni. Please tell her something, don't lose contact. I fell asleep, almost time is 10 to 4. Seem to have lost Aaron. Looking for him everywhere. Well, he's 16 tomorrow, so I guess in a way we lose him tomorrow, because he's now feeling that he's no longer a child, and he's taking his driving test tomorrow.
Wow, good for him.
Right? So he's actually becoming a man tomorrow. So in some ways I lose Aaron today, because today here is tomorrow there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I can relate to that. His driving test is at St. Albans, right? Which is a very nice rural, old Roman ruins.
Okay.
And then I've got something about, says it's the wrong cup. Yours is over on the other table. One lady looks like army, something uniform. car boot. Deliver back. I was delivering televisions back to people. Goodness knows why. It's something I did years ago. It's part of my life. One of them there's a war film on, and something about Blackfriars. Now, Blackfriars is a place in London, next to London Bridge on the River Thames, but I don't really think anything there's got anything to do with what we've got today. There was in that dream a meter, and these funny looking meters. Right? Now they could have been our yesterday's parking meter. I've actually got pictures of these two things joined together by a pole. Right? They could have been that. And if that's overlap, I'm not interested. There's a bottle of bleach in here. Well, bleach cleans things very efficiently. It kills all germs. But I was thinking of the bottle bit. And then why a train? Wine shop, looking for wine. What sort shall I buy? Martini. I really don't know what to do with any of that. So I am going to stay with...
Wait, and that's the only dream you had?
Oh no, beg your pardon, there's another one. Of course there is.
How many? You did two, right?
Did two, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Right, fall asleep, wake up.
Show me.
This was the 20th of June.
This is the 20th of June.
Yeah.
Okay.
20th of June. Fall asleep. Something, wake up. Who's been riding my bike? My motorbike. Red and blue. Super dream again. So is this the one we need? I don't know. I haven't got a clue. I really don't know. Red and blue. Test ride it. Empty pockets first. Goes very fast. Have to lay down on it. Work. Should not be here at 1 o'clock. Something about 1 o'clock for test. Now, you told me that you shouldn't be here at 1 o'clock.
That's correct.
Right? Because somebody has to go upstairs. Everyone rushes out and falls over each other on the stairs. Right? I have a plastic cap in my hand or on my head. I'm not sure which way round I do
But
that.
that's happening tonight.
Yeah.
By the way, you don't drink coffee today. I forgot to tell you.
Water. Door is very narrow. Why do they all fall over? Need rechargeable batteries. Roger, go with him to the plane. Show him how to do it. Stay in the hotel. Just stay by the pool until night time when you need to do your work.
That's wild.
That's wild.
That's
right?
a super dream.
That's a super dream, right? Back on the 20th of June.
Right.
Because I now know what all of that means, with the exception of Roger. Empty my pockets first. Maybe you have to have nothing in your pockets when you go on these things, and I don't know. Do they put a gown on you?
Well, at night, yeah. Oh, you're supposed to bring your pajamas and stuff, whatever you sleep in.
Yeah,
and your toothbrush and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't sleep in. I've got a dressing gown, but I wouldn't sleep in it because of sensory input. I sleep with just probably a pair of underpants.
Well,
because if you've got pajamas with buttons, all those things destroy your dream pattern.
Right. Well, you'll tell them that tonight,
Yeah.
and they'll have to work accordingly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, and then I've got flat. Maria. Now, let's have a look. Let's see again.
Hold on a second. Okay.
Right? Look there. Come in, say hello. Somebody's making beds. Tony and his mum. She's on the phone to him. I hand him the phone. He goes home to see her. I am going past the place. White and cream. What did I give Maria? Tidy up the rooms. She says something about TV shows with dogs. But I switch over. Trailer park, number 40. Go in and look round. Right. Trailer park and number 40. We would have called that caravan park. I've written it back in June as trailer park. That's what you would call it here, wouldn't you? The trailer park that Maria used to live in was called Woodside and Little Meadow, and she now lives in Sundon Park. So I've taken Woodside, Meadow, Sundon Park. The place she used to work at was Brooklands. Right?
Oh, Brooklands.
Yeah. Right? And then I've got things that are to do with gardens and plants and earth. So I'm going to stay with Park. National Park.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Okay. So that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I can do with it.
Okay. Now,
We can
move
do
on
another
to bed.
autopsy
Yeah,
later.
and Bill's
when
going
we
to come
know
over
what's
with
in
his
there.
attaché case, but he's not going to open his attaché case yet. I want to get a couple of things down here for the record. And that is that because you said that you wanted to feel this because you thought somehow it would be better
Mm-hmm.
in order to go...
I just want to give it a try. I'm home and dry on the other stuff as well.
Right,
as I'm
okay.
concerned. I
Then,
think it's just an important little test.
I understand. But you said it's not an important little test.
I think it is.
You think it is an important little test. Okay. That what's going to happen, which is different from the past, is you're now going to know where you were going to go. Whereas before, when I would call Bill and Bill would call me back,
Yeah, and then you would take me there and I wouldn't know.
right, I would take you there, but you wouldn't know. But
Yeah.
now you're going to know what the place is.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the past, I've told you that I would say 80% of the time, the material that you got on the journey to there, what happened there, and what happened after there, I would not have guessed simply by the name of the place.
No.
So the place may or may not fit the data that you have.
That's right.
And you won't know until we go to see whether or not these details are in fact
Oh, absolutely.
relevant to the journey or not.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So now that we're clear about that and we've got it on the tape, okay, is there anything else you want to add to this, Bill, or do you think I've captured it?
No, there's another point that I want to make, but I'll make it in a moment.
Okay. So it's not important now. Okay. Then what I would like you to do, Bill, is to show your attaché case to the camera when you open it, so to make clear that I have not seen, I have not touched your attaché case. Is that fair to say? Not that you know of.
That's correct.
Okay.
And the stuff was with me last night.
And the stuff was with you last
It's
night.
been with me the entire time.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And the envelope
And the
is still
envelope,
sealed.
right? Okay.
Okay. The point I wanted to make, this is the envelope that appears on the other videos. It's the one that the person opening the envelopes has kept the envelopes in to open
Okay.
them. And the point I wanted to make is that the person who was opening the envelopes is my wife, and she signed her name on the back of this envelope.
Okay.
And by coincidence, that does not have anything to do with the test, but her name is Aaron.
Yes.
And
Aaron is in the dream for test 10.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
Yes.
funny.
That's very funny. Now, by
That's-
the way, just for the record, before you open this, Christopher, don't open it yet.
No, no.
Before it is, I'll just say now that 2 or 3 days ago, I began to infer the possibility that the unknown person, the third person, was Bill's wife. The reason why I inferred this was because on one of the days he said that they were going to have to open the envelope early because this person was going to be having some sort of medical procedure.
All right.
And that day, I was given another number to call for Bill, which I did, and he read it to me. The next day, he told me that Aaron had had a medical procedure.
All right.
And so therefore, I inferred that this was the case. I also inferred that if Bill had chosen Aaron to do this, and she is a very distinguished woman in her professional career, for whom integrity is very key, that he would have chosen this for some practical reason, because it might have been extremely difficult. One of the things that Bill and I talked about was, in order to get the same person to be available on the same day, a third person to open the envelope every day, is really difficult. And Bill had a hard time finding a single person who could serve in that role. And that's why he
It can
ultimately...
be relied on to be available
Yeah.
every day for
Sure.
the entire 10 days.
Yeah, I don't see that it's a
Right.
problem.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just, so to speak, it was kept in the family.
But it is interesting about my Aaron.
Yes, that's bizarre.
Small world.
Listen,
Small world,
it's a
yeah.
small world. There's also
Small.
1 o'clock on your super dream.
Yeah.
I can't be here.
No.
And you didn't know that?
No.
Well, you hadn't scheduled it then.
No.
Okay, at least I don't remember.
Okay.
So I now
Envelope.
open that.
Okay. So first of all, take the envelope out to show that it's still sealed. let me just hold this a second. Let me just get the focus. So there's my scribble on the back of the envelope. It says number 10. Turn the envelope around the other way. Okay.
And it hasn't been tampered with.
It hasn't been tampered. It's just the way it's been when I had it made.
No,
okay?
but I mean, when Secret Service open envelopes, they actually cut the inside of there.
Okay.
And then they seal them down when you don't know that it's done it if you open it in the normal way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm used to things like that.
Okay,
And
so
you're
you can
not.
check that. See, he's good. He's done, you know.
I know this.
You don't know these stuff. Okay.
Right, open it.
You can open it. Now, by the way, I have a working hypothesis about where this is based on the information. And it's probably going to be wrong. It's been wrong much of the time.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of thing is probably wrong. Native American art at University of Arizona.
Wow.
Now, I did say to you yesterday we were not going far for test 10.
Right. And the only way that I could be with you and be back in time to the university
As if we stayed at
is
the
if it
university.
stayed really, really close.
Right.
There were only 2 places that were really, really close, besides the one that we've already been to, which was really was the planetarium. I can't tell you what the other one was, because that has to be kept secret for future experiments. But I can tell you this one. And one of the things that you will discover when you go there, and we're going to go there right now because I want to be there and be back in time for my appointment at, at the lab, is that you will see a lot of wood at this place.
But I've also got my friend at the university in Sussex in the dream, Anne Marie. I was at the university with her in the dream last night.
You were?
Yeah. Not last night. How much you want to play with it is up to you.
We're not, well, I'm not.
But I read, lady has found another flat, Anne Marie. Back to uni.
What's uni mean?
University, it's
Oh.
just what we call uni. Right?
Okay, all right.
Tell her, don't lose contact. I fell asleep almost times 10 to 4. Lost Aaron, looking for him everywhere.
Okay.
But it's a tenuous links. But it's interesting.
Yes.
Okay, let's
Because
go.
if we see there, the woodland, I mean, we're not going to a national park, but...
No, but maybe there's woods at this place. You,
Well, I
said
don't know,
wood.
we'd have to wait till we
You
go.
said wood. I'm just telling you, all this stuff is made out of wood.
Wood, yeah, wood.
Okay, let's go. Parking a car. I just said about trees.
Sometimes
It's either that, no, it's either that, Christopher, or
caves were.
right.
There were no trees at the planetarium, but you could argue that on the way to the planetarium, which is just over there, we got trees again.
Well, no, there were palm trees,
Palm trees.
but there were no trees. These are trees. Look at those huge, tall trees over there. Look at them.
Oh, well, let's do some trees. Just to...
There are trees here. I'm just telling you, they're trees. There are no other trees around here. So if you want trees, you saw trees, I'm telling you folks, here are trees. I'm not saying, this is not a park. This is a university.
Hang on.
There are no trees at the Desert Museum. They're all saguaro. There are no trees at the Desert Museum. There are no trees at the, where do we go? The gem store. There are no trees. Where else do we go? There are no trees at the Park Mall. I don't think there are any trees at the Tucson Mall. I can go back and check. Where's your love? Let me just show you something. Okay, kids, can I just get your attention here?
Trees.
We're going to go through a lot of trees. Look, more trees over here. I just want you
That's
to see
a
them.
lovely tree. Let me do that one.
Please. It's a little like a park setting.
Like a park.
It is like a park. Look at this, how beautiful this is. We're in Tucson.
Lovely.
We're in Tucson, but with trees. You're still looking for what? No, 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 you're not going to see a stream here.
Trees, more trees, not those trees. Can I say something about army? Trees?
Come on, Christopher. I don't have a lot of time. Trees, hurry up! Christopher, look at the size of these trees. Come on, Christopher, look at this. Is this a park?
Yeah, we would call this a park.
Look at the size of these trees. Look at the size of these trees.
They're real trees rather than, these other cacti trees.
We've seen nothing like this.
No?
And if I'm correct, look at these trees.
I mean, I don't think I have
You're walking through a park.
Yep.
Hey, look, there's a stream over here. Yeah.
I don't know whether you can.
I wouldn't count that. I'm just saying it's an interesting coincidence. You counted the little lake with the tadpoles.
Yeah, because tadpoles, how often do you see tadpoles in Arizona?
How often do you see a stream down next to the trees?
Well,
I'm telling you, I don't come across this all that often. Now come here, look. Look what's next to the trees. Here's a stream in front of what?
yeah, where are we going?
Right. The Arizona State Museum. And it's right next to all the trees.
In a park.
In a park.
Yeah, well.
I'm telling, look at the size of the tree next to this museum. Look at how big that is. We've seen nothing like that, Christopher. I'm
No.
sorry, I'm not going to let you ignore the trees. You're going to ignore the stream.
We haven't seen water. Not really.
We see no running water.
No.
None. Zippo, we've got videos of it.
We have, actually. And there are more trees here than anywhere else.
Guess what?
They're not open.
We're not going. You know what that means?
All we've got is the trees.
All we got is the trees and inside here in the woods.
Yep, that's all we've got.
All we got are trees and woods.
Yep.
We got no museum.
Do you want to?
No.
No.
No, because it's closed.
It's closed.
It's closed. So I'm now free. Let's go back to the hotel and go through your dream.
We've got all day to be by the pool.
You got all day to be by the pool.
I mean, that's probably metaphor.
I can
You
make
won't
my
want to sit by-
appointment.
Did you bring swimming shorts?
No, I didn't.
Do you want some? You want to
I
come?
might do.
I've got some spare ones. We can go by the pool.
You can sit by the pool and make a tape.
and talk
Yeah.
and drink. And if you want to do that,
Yeah.
the dream said that.
What does the dream say?
But that we sit by the pool all day.
So I think that you should do at least a 1-hour interview by the pool.
We
Just
can
to
do that.
fulfill the day.
Yeah, you don't have to put a time limit on it. We might take more.
Well, you can do as more as you like.
Quite happy. I've certainly got some swimming shorts. You know, it's quite a nice little.
Okay, think about this. How many places that we've gone have been closed?
None.
Exactly. So we're done.
We're done. Yeah.
I'm
You can go
done.
and do your work.
I'm free. I go do my work.
God's given you your wish.
He's given me my wish, the perfect place to fulfill the idea of a design. And I will explain to you now, Bill, how to document this scientifically. Because I figured out the
I've
statistics.
got to leave all that stuff to him because
That's my job.
I can't go down that road because I'm not academic like that. I just got to leave that.
Is it proof?
I'll give
No.
him the trees and a park because in England we would call this a park.
Yeah, this is a park.
It's a park now.
And you know why we didn't drive in here? Because it was closed off. That's why I parked on the side. But we would have passed the trees anyway.
Yeah.
You can't get to the park,
But,
this
you know,
place
you can't
without
get
the
it.
trees.
Now I realise it's that. You can't get to it without the trees.
No,
I was a bit worried whether we were just going past trees to get to it because...
no. See, I knew the site.
Yeah, no,
I'd
know
been
you
here,
did. I know
so
you
I
did.
knew there were
know.
trees.
I know you. Well, that's all right. We can have some nice lunch.
But I didn't think about the trees when I picked the museum. It's not the first thing I think about.
No.
But I can't get there without. But you can't miss it.
But it's the prime focus of this morning's test.
Yes, that's all there is.
In the museum, I didn't see anything in the museum. All we've done is see trees.
All we did is see trees. And Aaron. And the university.
Aaron and my friend. Well, I thought, why am I dreaming of my friend at uni? I mean, she's doing an MA in environmental science. I said it all into the tape, you know.
And listen,
But his daughter went to the same university that she's
is that right?
friends at, yes. And right
University
underneath,
of Sussex.
University of Sussex. That's where my friend Anne-Marie is.
By the way,
What's...
by the way, grass. Don't you see grass at a park?
Well, we've got
Yeah.
grass.
Of course, I'm just trying to share with you. that-
Grass I wouldn't put in the dream because it would have another meaning.
I understand,
to
but
do
that's
with
not the
police work.
point. The point is that you saw the trees. But when you also see grass, it reminds you of a park. I think when I think of a park, it has grass and trees.
Gary, in another small world, I don't think you got this. When my daughter left home to go to school in England, she first went to boarding school at in the town of Letchworth,
Letchworth, yeah.
which is almost next door to
garden
Luton,
system.
where
Yeah, where I live.
Chris lives.
You're kidding.
No, we found that out yesterday.
Anyway, stop the tape now.
They're rubbing your face in it, aren't they?
So what was about the army?
Oh, it's just something to do with the uniform, but the word army was written there.
The word army, and what do we pass here on the way? Right, and what do we have to pass? What do we have to pass to get to the museum? We passed the Air Force Army South Hall ROTC Marines Navy building.
Yeah,
Sure, it's Reserve Officer Training Corps.
throw it out.
Okay, we're just returning.
The only cutting that exists.
Okay, we're returning to the hotel. We're returning to the hotel, and I'm just getting a picture for posterity because Christopher was here, and this is the area we're now in, La La Land.
Stamp out and put it
Okay.
there. We don't do
I
that.
want to talk. Hold it.
There, go on there.
Okay, Christopher Holton. It is now about 10:25 on the 11th of August.
Yep.
We have just had the shortest trip in our entire history.
Yep.
And one of the ways, which we will get back to today, about whether there is design in the planning of this whole process, was whether this trip would be so short that, number one, I could fulfill my obligations at the university, taking part in this conference that I've co-sponsored on touch in the school system, healing touch in the school system, and also meeting an obligation to meet with a woman who's here in an internship, and also for Christopher to fulfill purportedly, not purportedly, what his dream said, which is that he would be by the pool today.
Or by the pool all day and work tonight.
And work tonight. And
Yeah.
you're going to be by the pool today now, and you're going to work tonight.
Yeah, because the other place we went to was closed.
Okay. Now, why don't you start reading, first of all, from the dream that you had tonight.
Right, tonight,
I'm going to
last...
go backwards.
Go backwards.
Oh, let me just say for the record, we went to the University of Arizona,
Yes,
to a place that I had forgotten was on the list,
yes.
which is the Arizona Anthropology Museum, Museum, where they have American Indian and other artifacts.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the building which is closest to the most wooded part of the campus with big trees in a park setting.
Yes,
And it was closed,
yes.
and we had to walk over a tiny stream.
Yeah.
If you know, we're going to count the lake from your last dream, we should count
Yeah,
the
count-
stream
all
from
right,
this
okay.
stream.
All
You
right.
know, and we've seen no other running streams in front of the place that we were going. So I am noting it for the record. Also, it turned out that you could not take photographs today. The
No.
reason was because the battery was dead.
The battery's died.
But the dream had told you, and you will read into the fact that
Yeah.
the dream said that, but you didn't listen or forgot about the dream.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go. Let's now go through it line by line.
Right, last night. Bottle, fill it from a stream. Tastes like lemonade.
Well, I doubt that stream would taste like lemonade.
No, but it was drinking water.
But it was definitely drinking water.
Right.
Right. It was definitely water,
It
drinking
was
water.
drinking water, all right. I don't know who Marcus is, but offer a taste to Marcus.
I don't know.
No, I don't know either. Will not...
Could be a toast.
Right, this CD or whatever will not play on an apple, and I took that from... I took wood or trees from that. And next is Terry and Debbie, snow...
And now, why did you take wooden trees from that? Because of the previous
Apple
dreams?
grows on trees,
Exactly.
and my friend Debbie and Terry, their actual surname is Woods.
Gotcha. So what you did was you combined the apple and the family and came to woods.
I looked for a common
Woods.
denominator with all the clues.
Gotcha. Wood, and that was the common denominator was wood
Yes,
to trees.
it was. And
Okay.
if you take stream and trees, you get park.
Right.
That's what I was doing. Desert Storm. Change car.
Desert Storm, by the way, when I thought of Desert Storm...
Well, I thought of the army, the military.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
passed the ROTC,
Yeah, yeah.
which would also had the Air Force
Yes, I know.
and the Marines.
Yeah, well, I was thinking of that. Desert Storm is to do with
And we passed
the
that.
Iraq.
We passed it on the way.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. You saw that.
Something is right to the floor. Oh, the pedal is right to the floor. This was the brakes failed.
Right. I don't know what that means.
No, I don't know either yet. But it could be to do with my friend Terry and Debbie. Maybe they're going to have a problem with their car. They're going to crash it today.
Who knows?
But I won't know that till later on. But that's the kind of thing that could go to.
By the way, did you check the papers this morning, the local papers, to see about
I
whether-
haven't looked in the paper.
whether the woman was
No.
hurt? Okay.
No, but it might be we're rescuing Cake, because I think Cake's got a lot of problems that we don't know about. But we'll find out about Cake later.
Okay.
Could part exchanged it for another? Well, I don't know.
What was this?
This car. I don't know what we do with the car.
Right.
I didn't think that unless we had
There's no car in there.
No. And then I got my friend and where his house and offices are, and they are right in the centre of Amsterdam, but on the edge of the park,
Really?
and it's called Willems Park. So I took, you know,
So the
park
place
from
is
that-
right on the edge of the park.
Right
And
on the edge of the
The
park.
site that we were going to was right on the
right
edge of
on
the
the
park.
edge of the park.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
So is his house and his main central office is in Amsterdam.
Right.
And I think the London one is too. I don't know where he is in New York. In Berlin. Anyway, never mind. Right. And there were these films with red boxes, and that was the film that we make about this. All right.
Okay. That's what you said before.
Yeah. So I'm happy that happens.
Right.
And then I've got Casino, Forest, Fridge and Cat, and I joined them all together and I put CCFF and I put Forest.
Okay.
But that's trees and wood again.
Gotcha. And in the Indian Museum, by the way, as I said, the things are all made out of wood. And you'll see pictures of woods in there, just for the record. Because I've been in there.
And then there was a thing to do with my friend Maria and this cat in a fridge, because she's got loads of cats. But she lives at Sundon Park. She used to live at Woodside, Little Meadow. So I was still getting this...
You're getting woods in park, woods in park.
Park trees everywhere I looked.
All right, and that's what happened today.
Well, more or less, because that's all we saw.
Right.
We ain't seen nothing but trees today.
Right. And by the way, just for the record, I had breakfast this morning. I took Bill Simon to the Arizona Inn, and later we'll go by and film that place. It is filled with trees. So I had trees, Christopher, before I saw you.
Right.
But I didn't think anything of it. And it's the only time I've had breakfast in a place that there were trees for the past 10 days. In fact, I've only had breakfast twice. Once was with you in this hotel, which had nothing to do with trees.
Yeah.
And today, I took Bill because he wanted breakfast. I didn't want breakfast.
No.
Bill wanted breakfast.
No, you've already put on
And
£7.
we were going to go to the hotel, and at the last minute I said, I don't want to go to the hotel because I don't want to bump into Christopher, and then Christopher's going to want to start talking about the experiment, and I don't want to hear about the experiment until we go up and we film it. So I took him to the place where there are huge trees. It is a park setting, Christopher. It's beautiful. It looks like England. Go ahead.
Right, the 20th of June when I first did test 10.
20th of June, okay.
Fall asleep. Something, him I think, wake up. Who has been riding my bike, question mark, motorbike, dash red and blue. That's my motorbike. That's Super Dream again.
Right, Super Dream.
Yeah.
Well, this is a Super Dream. This is, for me, a
Test
Super
ride
Dream.
it, empty pockets first. Goes very fast. Have to lay down on it and work. Well, today went very fast.
Yeah, today was quick.
If that's what it means,
It's
today
fast.
was real fast.
That's as fast as you've gone.
As fast as we've got.
As a matter of fact, you're lying down right now.
Yeah, I'm lying down right now. All right. Somebody should not be here at 1 o'clock, and then they have to go upstairs. So you mustn't be here by 1 o'clock.
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to be gone by 12.
Everyone rushes out and falls over each other
But I
on the
talk at one.
stairs. Be careful you don't fall over on the stairs. And then I
Thank
have a
you.
plastic cap on my head or cup in my hand. I'm not sure because I can't read it. Could be either. Water. Door is very narrow. Why do they all fall over? Be careful. The people falling over.
Okay, by the way, you are going to a sleep lab tonight, and you knew this 3 months ago.
I didn't. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yes, that was part of the
Need
thing.
rechargeable AA batteries.
You need rechargeable AA
AA
batteries,
batteries.
and you went to the site today, and your camera
My
wasn't working.
camera was the battery was flat. I took 3 or 4 pictures of trees and then couldn't take any more.
Now that's crazy.
That's crazy,
That's nuts.
right?
Day in the life of Christopher Robinson. And you're witnessing it, Bill. You're
Yeah.
here. Bill's here. He saw this.
Yeah.
This is going to all stand on your credibility. I'm glad you're in Who's Who.
Yeah, that's good too.
Glad you're famous, let me tell you.
Right? And then I've got something about Roger. Well, he's my brother. Go with him to the plane. Well, he might be going somewhere on a plane today. I don't know. I'll have to call him and find out later.
Right.
I'll send him an email and ask him if he's going anywhere in a plane.
Well,
if I haven't got one.
He's going on a plane today.
Yeah, but
Just
he
for the
isn't
record.
Roger.
What?
He isn't Roger.
I know he's not Roger. You're not Roger, are you?
Hardly. Not even my middle name.
No. Just stay by the pool until night time, right? I've got here, this is what's telling me. Stay in the hotel, right, for test 10. Just stay by the pool until night time when you need to do your work.
Oh my God, yes, because the work, tonight's going to be
Tonight
very
we're
important.
working.
Tonight we're
not.
working,
Place
yes.
was closed, couldn't go.
Right, place that goes, couldn't go.
But that's probably good because I'll be more relaxed for tonight. And
Absolutely.
that's the universal design to make sure that tonight goes well and you get the
Exactly.
right. You get the right.
Because now we're getting your
you get-
brain. We got 10 days of super data.
Yeah, now,
And now we're
got
going to get your brain.
Yeah.
And the box.
The box, yeah.
And somebody's going to be opening that box tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm not going to see it.
You're not going to see it, not this one.
Yeah, no.
You're going to see the one the next day.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll
Don't
see.
worry, we're going to compare it, seeing it, not
Flat,
seeing it.
Maria. Well, that all took me to where she lived, which was woodside, meadows, trees, parks, as I said before.
By the way, when I think of meadows, I think of
Gardens,
grass.
plants, and earth.
Gardens, plants, and earth. We
Yeah.
were in all this
I
place.
know, we were there in all of them.
I just want to make sure.
I
We
know.
haven't seen it in any other place that we've been to.
Not quite to that extent. To be on, I'll give him that.
Oh, he's going to give me that. Thanks a lot.
We haven't been, I mean, where we went, the place was closed, so we couldn't get in there, so I don't know what's in there. But I didn't see any more than plants and trees and gardens.
And there were buildings, but that wasn't
So what I
descriptive.
did see back in the 20th of June, and let's get it right. On the 20th of June, I've got gardens, plants and trees, staying by the pool all day, and working at night with a plastic cap on my head.
That's a super dream.
That is a super dream.
And the batteries that fail.
And the
And the
batteries
batteries
went
are
flat, yeah. That's the first day my camera that I can't take pictures. The batteries are flat.
And you dreamt this on June 20th.
June 20th. June the 20th. And it's written in red ink. Now if they want to do electrostatic document analysis, you will find by the analysis of this that all these pages have been written one on top of the other. This might not be, but these would have been.
Good.
Right? Because when I put them in the folder, depending where I'm staying, where they come from. But nothing's been changed here. I'm sure it can be proven.
We can prove it. I know it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
worry.
sure it can be proven.
Don't
that
worry.
This was all done at the time.
Don't worry. There's no way to be 100% foolproof in all this stuff.
No, I know there
If
is.
somebody wants to accuse you of cheating,
Well, no, I don't think there's any realms for real accusations of that.
no.
'Cause
You've
there's
got
too
the
much
police
data.
that says that you don't cheat.
The police will tell you I don't cheat.
Right.
The
My
intelligence will
students
tell you I
will
don't
tell you
cheat.
that I don't cheat. That's
Yeah.
one. Everybody will stand up for that.
Yeah.
And Bill Simon now knows me, and people can probably stand up for him and say that he doesn't cheat. I hope.
No, I'm sure he doesn't, because he'd have had to cheated with me. He would have had to have cheated with me starting on the 11th of June, running through to the 20th of June. And he hadn't even decided whether I was coming to Arizona then. It hadn't even been decided I would come. But on the premise that I would, because I felt that I did, because I dreamt of being in this plane, going somewhere, doing these experiments,
Okay.
I said, right, I'll start the test now, I'll run it now.
The whole thing is eerie.
Oh, of course it's here. It's outrageous. The term I use over and over again is outrageous.
Pipes, connecting up pipe work, something to do with drains and squares and pipe work.
Did we see pipes running?
Well, we did, because of our stream.
Yes.
The
And
man
by the
was
way-
digging holes for pipe work.
Just by the way, I took a street today, and it was all built up with construction, and I said, ooh, I took the wrong term. And you said, don't worry, it only lasts for a little while. Do you know what construction they were doing as I was taking him to the place with
I've
the
no
trees in the
idea.
park?
No,
They're putting in drainage pipes.
yeah. But
I'm
we
just
actually,
saying.
but we actually got them doing that where we went.
I know, I'm just saying it was just a double coincidence. Where?
Pipes, going to have to connect up the pipe work, drains.
Yeah, well that's...
40 feet by 40 feet square. That's probably the square in the middle of that road where they were doing that. If you were going to measure that, I bet that's 40 by 40.
I would not be too surprised.
No,
Let's
I
put it
would not
that
be
way.
too surprised either.
No,
I wouldn't be surprised either if that's 40 by 40.
I'm not going to jump up and down. I'll just say that it's interesting. Continue, because we're going to run out of tape soon. I have to change it.
And then the next one,
The next one doesn't make any sense to me at all, but you'll see.
test 9. Well,
We'll read it.
could not wake up.
Test 9 or test 10?
Test 10.
Oh, sorry.
I was just looking at, I found 9 when I went to it.
Okay.
There is no test 10, we couldn't get in. So I'm counting test 10 as everything that happens today. And we've already witnessed everything that happened today so far.
Right.
Could not wake up, looking for change for machines. Right? Well, that would normally mean slot machines. Right? But I'm not sure that it does. There will be machines at the lab tonight and they will be looking for change.
We'll see. See, this is post-test data. This is probably post-test data. Continue.
Right.
We'll see. Who knows?
I'm not going to go into that, because if that happens, I'll talk to you both about it afterwards.
Okay.
Because that has a very, very specific meaning, and I hope I'm wrong.
Okay.
Lady has found another flat. Anne-Marie, back to university, back to uni.
Right.
Right? Now,
And you
did
also
that
have
mean
uni.
I was going back to uni?
Well, you were going back to the university because I took you there once before.
but I didn't take it. I didn't take it to mean that this morning.
I know.
But now we've got. We can do an autopsy on this. Anne-Marie is at the University of Sussex doing a master's degree in environmental science.
Okay.
Bill told me yesterday that his daughter went to that same university.
Mm-hmm.
I then go on to talking about Aaron. And that's my son, Aaron.
Right.
But this is how it's built up. This is how the dreams are built up. That just as we use A through Z and 0 through 9 for all our communication with a few punctuation marks, the dreams use things that you know, personally, to you. If they want to show me somebody called Aaron, who are they going to show me? If they showed me your wife, if I saw your wife in a dream, with the greatest will and respect in the world, I would not know who she was. But when they show me my son, I know Aaron.
You got the name.
I write down Aaron.
And how many dreams have you written down Aaron in?
Oh, only this one since we've been
Exactly.
here. Haven't dreamt of him. But anyway, I didn't write one.
And today was the day we learned about Aaron.
Yeah.
In fact, you hand me a sheet that
sheet
says
with
Aaron.
Aaron written on it.
Right.
Right? And you actually have to think about that. And in an isolated case like today, it means nothing. But if you look at it for 12 years, and that's what happens to me regularly, every day, I can now do that with it. You know, when I saw Aaron on the back, and I thought, boy, I was dreaming of Aaron. Of course I wouldn't know who your wife was. I don't know what she looks
Or
like.
that she had a boy's name.
Or she had a boy's name. How would I know? How would I know? But
And Aaron was what was Aaron doing? What was he getting for his birthday?
Well, Aaron was at a station and he was going away.
Oh, Aaron's just 31-year-old?
No, he's 16 tomorrow.
Right, but what's he getting for his birthday?
A motorbike.
Yes, and you also dreamt about a motorbike.
Yes, I
That's
did.
Interesting. Go ahead.
And he's getting a blue and red one, and mine's blue and white.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Right?
How many cc's?
Oh, his is only 50 because he's only allowed to have 50.
Oh, good, okay.
That's the law.
Gotcha.
And he's got to pass his test tomorrow, which is his birthday, in order that he can drive it. But his test is arranged for all day tomorrow. The interesting thing about that is I said that that's in St. Albans, and that's Roman ruins and old stuff like that. St. Albans is all museums.
It is?
All Roman museums, everywhere you
What?
go. It's all Roman museums.
And I was taking you to the oldest museum in Tucson.
Yeah, well, the oldest place in England is St. Albans, and the Romans were there first. That's the first.
And I'm taking you to the Native American,
Yeah.
to the Anthropology Museum.
Yeah, well, St.
That's
Albans
interesting.
Is all that. St. Albans is all that. So
That's interesting.
So that's interesting, right? The cups of tea we had yesterday, and we may well have again.
Well, we had planned to
Cups
actually.
of tea, if you've read my book, has another meaning.
What does it mean?
Oh, yes.
Cups
I
are
remember,
dead people.
but dead people, right.
Cups is somebody dying. I hope Anne-Marie doesn't die.
Okay.
She's not very well.
Oh,
She's been very ill. I just hope. Right, let's move on. Please tell her, right, don't lose contact. And that's what happened in the dream. Anne-Marie was moving. Now, I wouldn't lose contact with her if she moved in the physical world, because we've got internet and telephones and stuff like that. And she's asking me not to lose contact. And I just hope because she has not been well. She's had real, and I dreamt of her dying some time ago. And I haven't told her, of course, but I took her to the airport. And when you take someone to the departure lounge, they're going.
the
So I'm a little bit worried about Anne-Marie.
I got you.
But I hope it doesn't happen.
Right.
I hope it doesn't happen. But there are reasons to.
When will you find out?
I shall send her an email today and see if she replies. Because her husband wouldn't know how to reply. He's a lawyer. Actually, he might do, but I don't think so. He's not that kind of lawyer. He's a courtroom lawyer, you know, with all the, and he wouldn't be, you know, he'd get someone else to do emails.
Right.
Continue.
One lady looks like army in uniform. Well, the word army was written on that building.
Right.
I think it's probably the first time I've seen the word army since I've been here.
I think that's true.
I haven't seen any soldiers. I haven't seen any military vehicles. I've seen Air Force planes,
Yes.
but I haven't seen anything, as far as I know,
With Army. And
with Army on it.
We can think about it. but
We'd
I
have to
don't
look
think
back through the tapes and see if it was there.
Right.
But I actually don't think it was.
No,
I've
I
seen a
don't
few
think so.
police officers with, you know, with their cop cars and stuff like that, and some Air Force planes flying around, the tank bus, the A-10s and F-16s or whatever they are. But I haven't seen anything to do with Army. So Army is an interesting word to be there. I was delivering back televisions, and there were war films going on. I don't know, and this is going to happen today. I'm going to put television on and see a war film, I doubt. So I don't know what I do with that. Something to do with meters. That probably was yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Bottles of bleach. Well, bottle of bleach is Bob, which I put in there. Bob, B-O-B.